Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and it is called Steel 2. We are on our journey across the world with all its locations open up to us as the final stretch before we start our final mission. Well, missions, because I'm pretty sure once we did the villa, there's probably gonna be a little bit more than that, but we'll see. We've done the upper part of the map. We had one big major city done, which is Roar.
Where do you want to go?
And of course, small city Ymir, Zendigates, and the nomadic settlement, that kind of stuff. So, for now, almost forgot about it, but we want to go to the iron mine. And just below that, there is a waterfall where there is a monster for us to beat. And then we're just gonna make our way further down. Yeah, like I said, it will take some time, because some cities we usually take one entire episode to talk to everyone. And considering that, doing it over all the world, yeah, it's gonna take some time. So bear with me. I will try to make sure that once we continue that it is noticeable in the thumbnail or the title, definitely. How am I supposed to focus on mining when the Alliance and the Imperial Army are about to duke it out for the capital? This battle could determine whether the class system gets way stricter or gets abolished entirely. I mean, I can't imagine the latter would ever happen, but it never is to dream, does it? Yeah, I think even if the Imperial Army wins, the nobility will not be abolished or anything like that. They just have to learn to live with the consequences. A little bit less influence, perhaps. Which, it might be a good thing for them that Osborne is no longer around. Yeah, yes, I do still think that Osborne will come back. Everything we've seen in the game gives me that feeling that he is hidden somewhere and is just waiting his time to come back and take the opportunity, so to speak. But we'll see. I could be entirely wrong, that by the end of Cold Steel 4, I'm like, yeah, I might have been wrong on that one. And I will own up to it if that's the case. Oh, there's a lot of guys here worried about how the battle over in the capital will impact their families. I talked to the chief about it and we're going to adjust everyone's shift so anyone who wants to leave early can. Demand for metal isn't high these days anyways, so this shouldn't have too much of an impact. You be careful out there too, you hear? None of us want any of you to get hurt too. Hard to believe that the army might be able to take back Heimdallr. The chairman told me this was coming, so I'm not too shaken up or anything. I am worried about you kids though. You're the kind of kids who charge headfirst into danger to help people, no matter how low your odds of success. Which is why it's useless to try and stop you, but take care, okay? It's probably good you kids got all that energy, at least at your age. Just take care of yourselves, alright? That's all I ask. Well, we'll definitely try to make sure that everybody comes back safely. Because that's the only thing we want. Well, they just told us about the big fight taking place over in Heimdallr. Not really sure what it's about, but I'm worried about my wife and son back in town. Maybe if I get all my work done quick, I can get back and make sure they're okay? Yeah, I'm even not sure what's going on, but I am just worried about my family. Hopefully I can finish up quickly. Yeah, the chief already said that you can go home early if it makes you feel better, which is very nice. And what an employer should do in times like this, yes. It sounded like this upcoming battle is going to be the biggest one since the war began. Makes me worry about my family back home. They must be afraid with all this going on. My heart just not in my work today. I just can't seem to focus on work. The sooner the battle ends, the better. Yeah, I hear ya. One, two. War, no war, nothing's gonna stop me from focusing on my work. Nothing good comes from worrying. I've just gotta keep being focused on the work in front of me. Nothing to worry about. I'm sure Chief's busy thinking about what to do if worst comes to worst. Yes. Well, thing is, I'm just glad he's in a much better mind state. He was a major dick earlier when the mine was overtaken. Which was understandable in that situation, but at least now he's just a minor dick, so that's better. Alright, So let's see, we can find our other target, which I have no idea what it was. I just remember that it was near the Shashan Iron Mine, near the waterfall, which I know is one screen below it. And our party is totally prepped. We got 2 overdrives, we got 5 bursts all ready to go. Everybody's healed, CP is filled, so there is nothing that technically would stop us. Let's see if we can find it on the map. Oh, very close by too. Good.
That one looks nasty. Try to be careful, everyone.
Damn, that one looks nasty too. Look at that. Big giant archaism.
This one looks dangerous. Be careful.
Looks familiar though.
Let's move.
Was this the same one that I think was it the Cold Steel one, or was it already Cold Steel 2? Because the games are huge. That was in the factory when it was taken over, and then we found it when we entered it. It looked like a smaller version of that. All right, what do we know? 200,000. An assault archaism can deal with foes in a wide area due to its elastic arms and devastating main cannon. Wait. Fire. Rest this up for grabs.
Here goes.
All right, we're gonna do the same boss tactic that we developed for the cryptic monsters, which works perfectly fine in this situation.
Let's move.
And we focus on delays as much as we can. We might not have fee, but that doesn't mean we can delay him at least a little bit.
Understood. Leave it to me. My turn.
It is.
Witness the fruits of my training. Howl, Radiant Lion.
Let's move.
Alright, nice big old chunk.
Now's our chance.
An opening.
He missed, really?
It's my turn.
All that pressure and he misses?
Here we go.
I do not mind. I'm still gonna focus on the possibility of a slight delay.
Now's our chance.
An opening.
Okay.
It's just 100, so it doesn't really might as well. Why not?
Let's move.
Oh wait, I could have just tried to cancel that, but it might be enough to finish it off.
Try this.
Like a child pulling a tantrum, he is gone.
We did it.
A matter of course.
Session violence is completed. Another piece of Zemurian ore. Hell yeah. Alright, that means that this area is over and done with. Let's get back to the Courageous. Having said that, I just had the realization that yes, we are waiting until we have enough pieces to use this Zemurian ore, but we know that George already can use one piece of us to make a weapon. Oh, hey there, busy getting ready? There's not much time left until the operation begins, so if there's anything you need to do it now. Well, one thing I need is to make sure my equipment and arcus are in top condition. There's not a doubt in my mind that Crow India as your knight will be there, so I can't go in unprepared. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were. Alright, sounds like a plan, Rean. Let me know if there's anything I could do to help you with that. It's a shame there isn't any more Zemurian ore left. I could have made good use of it. How so? Well, remember how I was using it to customize your weapons earlier this year? That was the most I could do at the time. But making Valimar's new Tachi gave me tons of practice on handling Zemurian ore. So at this point, I'm confident I could do more than customize an existing weapon. I could make one from scratch. Really? Oh, that sounds amazing. The more powerful weapon we have, the better. Unfortunately though, we used up all the ore you brought back. And I do mean all of it. I don't even have the tiniest fraction left to play with anymore. If you had any, even a small fragment I could put together, I'd be able to do it. But as things stand... Well, actually, I do have some on me. You do? Awesome! Well, as soon as you decide what you want me to make with it, let me know. I'll be here waiting. It is valuable stuff though, so make sure to think long and hard about what you want to use it on. No contest, Laura is the first one. Man, that Zemurian ore Tachi of yours was one hell of a project. Still, I promised Crow I'd make it back at Orc's Fort, and I wasn't about to let him down. But that's where my part in all this ends. It's all up to you now. You've done more than enough already. Thank you, George. I'll be sure to smack Crow silly with it and drag him back here. Well, I've got no doubt you will after all you've been through. Well, I've got some final engine checks to do before the operation begins, but if you need a bit of an Arcus checkup, I can play doctor. As long as you got that Zemurian ore Tachi, you should be able to take Crow on night to night. He's not going to hold back against you, so if you gotta pay him back in kind, if you plan on standing a chance. Anything less and you will, only will you not be able to bring him home, but you might not come home at all. So 4 pieces for 1 Zemurian ore. Alright. So rank is the old weapon that we have. Yeah, we want to go with 200 damage more, 10% feint, extra crit. Also extra crit at 200 more. So it's a significant increase in power, that's definitely so. But yeah, Brynhildr is gonna be like the weapon of choice to begin with. I don't think there is a customizable option for it, I'm sure. We can leave that for now. Do we have anything interesting? Yeah, no evade 3 or something like that, no. It's fine. The rest of the stuff is more for in-between episode kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But making a weapon out of Zemurian ore, I cannot deny you guys that. Alright, let's make it. There it is, 180 extra damage. Yeah, every little bit of extra damage he can put out there, it's definitely gonna help. Alright. Let's continue on with our journey through the lands of Erebonia.
Where do you want to go?
Drake Barrier?
Full speed ahead!
I know that one of the other optional beasts is near the north. For the moment I can't remember where the last one is, but easily checked in between the episodes. So the time to fight for Heimdallr has finally come. It is frustrating not to be able to take part, but there's no point complaining about that now. Go forth and show us what this third faction of yours can really do. Lord Rufus's orders are always precise and well considered. He always seems to have his eye on the future. It was his brilliant mind that allowed our forces to cause the Imperial Army so much trouble. We aren't able to support either army anymore, but His Majesty the Emperor is in the capital, so please take good care of him. Our intent was never to oppose or harm His Majesty. Now that the time has come to fight for the capital, I find myself very concerned for his well-being, so please take care of him. So the time to fight for Heimdallr has finally come. It is frustrating to not be able to take part, but there's no point complaining about that now. Go forth and show us what this third faction of yours can really do. Yeah. Because that's the thing. I think most soldiers in the provincial army are behind His Majesty, regardless of who is running the show, isn't it? So if the Imperial Army wins, but the Majesty is like properly taken care of, most of them will be fine, I'm sure of it. Well, I told her that she would evacuate with that battle coming up, but she just won't budge on this one. I've tried and tried. It's not like I can just leave her here on her own, though. Guess I just have to stick around and hope for the best. Farland's a gutsy one, alright. Guess she gets that from her late husband. I'm nervous that the battle will end up affecting us all the way out here, but I can stick around a while longer. Yeah, you're a good man, Notch, and I think she knows that. Oh, hello there. Can I get you anything? Today sounds like it's going to be a dangerous one, but this place is staying open regardless. Notch advised that I should go somewhere safer, but I've decided against taking him up on that. No matter what happens, I'm standing my ground right here. Alright, so 2 sleeps will definitely take care of the CP. Then the only thing I have to deal with in between episodes is replenishing my overdrive. Which is not as difficult as you might think it is. I think 5 fights or something, that's it. Alright. I will see you if the fight ends favorably for us. No fish here. Alright.
Where do you want to go?
Thor's military academy will be kept for last since it's close to Heimdallr and the villa where we need to be. And if there are any official quests to be gotten, I'm pretty sure it will be in Trista. I love the scenes everywhere else, but I do not expect there to be a quest in all the other cities. In Trista, I'm thinking there will be 1, 2, maybe even 3, I don't know, but at least something.
Full speed ahead!
Yes. I see if the caretaker's here, and of course if Louise is home now. Well, she should be. But the last time we watched the caretaker of Lunaria Park was looking after their home, so that she could recover at the church in Celtic, which is a good possibility she's still there. I saw a scary number of tanks going along the highway earlier this morning. Judging by how many of them there were, whoever ends up winning, it is not going to be pretty. I can only pray that we don't end up with any more tragedies like Celtic. Things are only just starting to get back to normal over in Celtic. I just hope they don't take another turn for the worse. I feel the same way. They have suffered enough. And I'm not just talking about the burning of the village, the death of Otto. I just mean with everything, all the provincial army business that went on. It was just not pretty. Alright, I think we're just gonna fly away over there. We could walk, it's not that far, but still, I'm lazy.
Where do you want to go?
All the way to Celtic, and then of course Twin Dragon, Fortress and Proving Ground. I think that would be
Leave it to
a
me!
lot already. Big news, the Grand Mark is coming back. I'm just handing out handwritten leaflets and not the Imperial Chronicle right now, but go ahead and take one. We're promoting the Grand Mark's return right now. Gotta make sure the town gets back on its feet, otherwise we'll be in trouble. better take one of these while you can, you'll regret it otherwise. Well, I would if there was sellable in your list, but you failed on that one. Oh, I've been trying to think of a way to restore the Grand Market. Imagine my surprise when I heard Lemon had already taken matters into his own hands. I didn't expect to feel so much relief from hearing that. And you know what? This gives me hope. Things will work out for us if we refuse to give in. Oh, I'd abandoned all hope after Otto's passing, but that's not the case anymore. We can protect this town so long as we all work together. Yeah. And the Grand Market, as long as it's there, Otto's memory, Otto's will still live on. I think that's why those two start to work on that. Never did I expect the merchants to take matters into their own hands. Seems like Lemon is the one that got them all fired up too. Well, he's certainly a capable one. Well then, I'll deal with the formalities for them. I was planning on rounding everyone up myself at some point, so we're ready to go ahead with them. The Grand Market is what gave birth to Celtic, so it goes without saying that getting it reopened is essential to us. I am still amazed that the merchants took matters in their own hands. The next generation is developing much faster than we ever anticipated. Well, that is one thing that wars tend to do. It creates fertile ground for people that know how to take an opportunity. Well, we decided to allow anyone and everyone to set up their store up at the Grand Market without any fees at all. Amazing, right? This is a special occasion, so might as well go all out. Well, there's no doubt that it will get super lively now. Yeah, and I'm hoping, in the spirit of Otto, that at least for now, there won't be any big squabbles between the merchants, like we had with one of our first field studies. We'll do whatever it takes to restore Celtic to his former glory. That's the least we can do to repay the market manager for all he did for us. The merchants seem to be working on restoring the Grand Market. If that's the case, then I'll just have to put my all into fixing the town itself up. Good going. Well, I came to help now that my injuries are all healed. Granted, I'm not entirely sure I'll be of much help at all. Well, that won't stop me from doing everything I can to restore this place to its former glory, though. Well, any help would be appreciated, even if it's just a little bit. I guess they're all at the market, helping. We've informed the townsfolk that Operation Heimdallr will begin at noon. We also warned them to stay indoors for their own safety, but I'm sure none of us expect to see them regaining their spirits quite like this. It'll be uncouth of us to put a damper on that, I believe. I'd hate to put a damper on their newfound spirit, but it's our duty to ensure the citizens' safety. As such, we'll be tightening security as much as possible once the battle commences. Well, and I'm sure they would appreciate that. Because between the Imperial Army and the provincial army, it's night and day in difference. Well, I came rushing back after I heard about the market manager. Well, I don't know what I was expecting to find, but seeing everyone hard at work to restore the Grand Market certainly wasn't it. I see several familiar faces here, too. Guess I'll get to work then, won't I? Can't let everyone else show me up. I can't deny that seeing everyone here together is a big motivator. Right, time to get to work. Are you sure about this? Well, I hate for the spare room to go unused when it's in need. And, of course, I can't rest easy knowing a neighbor's facing tough times. Oh, thank you so much. The merchants have already started working towards restoring the Grand Market. I can't allow depression to get the best of me forever, either. That's why I'll begin with putting a roof over the Fine and Anita's heads for the time being. Oh, Ose was kind enough for us to offer lodges in her house. Oh, thank goodness. Oh no, the relief is making me all emotional. Ozette said we can stay at her place, and now I might be able to finally get a good night's sleep. Yeah, and of course, the kindness will spread throughout the entire city, making Celtic even bigger and grander than it was before. This steak and beer were made for each other. And there's been talk of restoring the Grand Market recently, so you can bet I'm hopping on board with that. It's the one place where we merchants can do business freely. We all consider it a part of ourselves in a sense. And it's gonna start getting really busy now. Right, time to chow down and get to work. This really is the good stuff. Maurice and I decided to contribute 25% of what we currently have towards the Grand Market restoration. We'll be doing business here in Celtic for the time being as well. I'm certain that the Grand Market will return to its former glory once the people return to Celtic. Looks like it's up to us to make that happen. Some of the merchants returned to Celtic after hearing of the market manager's passing. I am certain that by joining hands, we can all work towards returning the Grand Market to its former glory. Yeah, I have no doubts about that. Well, it seemed like they weren't exaggerating about how awful the attack here was. And yet, everyone's already hard at work restoring the place. I've got a long way to go before I'm even half as amazing as the merchants here are. Well, I heard you guys are heading to Heimdallr to save some of your relatives. I'd normally advise against it considering the battle that's about to take place there, but how could I now? If it's for your family's sake, then no one has the right to stop you. Oh, just promise me you'll all come back, you hear? That's a crazy amount of tanks passed right through town this morning. Anyone who saw them could tell right away that a fierce battle is about to go down. Promise me you'll all come back safe and sound, you hear? Well, I can only promise that we'll do our best. I think in wartime, nobody can promise anything else. At least, and be honest about it. Well, knowing that the Grand Market is reopening today is kind of motivating. Of course, my old man had us open since the start of the week. I think I get why he did that though. Seeing us open might help motivate some of the others to follow suit. My old man's stubbornness and all get out, but he rarely lets you down. I guess I've got a lot to live up to. Better start pulling my own weight. Yeah. Like he said as well, he might be extremely stubborn when it comes to certain things, but his heart is definitely in the right place. I should keep checking all towns, see if we can find all the other Mishi plushies. Just so we can combine them together to make the golden plushie. Chick and Susie seem like they're getting along better now. Or maybe it's just me? Now if only they'd let me play with them too. Why do they always have to leave me out? Yes, because they are crazy about each other and just wanna spend time together. Ouch. Come on, Susie, go easy on me. Oh, sorry, are you okay? Maybe you should stay in bed a bit longer. Nah, it's fine. You could use a handicap, Slowpoke. Come on, catch me already. Damn, Susie, looking down on me cause I'm hurt. It's cool though. A little scratch like this ain't no big deal. Give it all you got, Susie. Well, Chick's finally able to get up and about. He should be fine. He's this energetic. His injury should still look pretty sore though. Guess I'll let him off with his pranks for a while. Yeah, but you'll be back to normal before you know it, I can guarantee that. Lyman keeps wandering off on his own, no matter how many times I tell him not to. Right now, he needs rest more than anything. How would you take that to heart? On the other hand, the fact that he even has the energy and motivation to work is a good thing. Perhaps this just goes to show you how brightly a merchant's passion burns. Yeah, and with him, twice as hard. Father Zerbel says she's basically on her way to a full recovery at this point. What a relief. I just given us a miracle. I'll never forget this. How are you feeling, Louise? Think you might be able to come home soon? You're so impatient, Dad. I still need to go through rehabilitation, so maybe a couple of weeks? I hope you both take that time to learn how to do some housework. Yeah, of course. We'll be chore experts by then, promise. So please stop glaring at us like that. She finally found out that we haven't been doing any of the chores while she was out. That all ends today, though. This time we're really going to master the whole housework thing. Well, if this motivates you, it's been worth it. Oh, are you here to visit? Thanks. Another battle's about to take place in Heimdallr, isn't it? That will certainly explain all the tanks this morning. But you're all fine to keep any more tragedies from happening, right? Then please, let me pray for your success. And be sure to stop by the watercock on this all with. I'm sure to be fit as a fiddle by then. Please allow me to pray for your success. Good luck, everyone. Please do everything you can to prevent anything like this from ever happening again. I can only say we'll do our best. Now, I just heard from the old man Hein that the Grand Market is reopening today. Oh man, now this is what I've been waiting for. I've got to hurry up and finish this rehab so I can get back to my store ASAP. I left my store to Heinz for now. I really can't thank him enough for agreeing to take care of it. I know it's really asking a lot from him. I'll have to be sure to pay him back big time once I'm all healed up. Marco's been making a steady recovery, so there's no need to worry yourself over him. No good comes from trying to force yourself back into life as normal though, so don't go following Lyman's example. You'll have only yourself to blame if your wounds open up again. Oh, sorry, I'll stay put for now. So long as you get it. Yeah, not everybody's passion burns as brightly as his. Oh, I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel uneasy, but we have it good compared to the people of Heimdallr. There's no escape for them. They just have to bear with it all. How can we call ourselves citizens of the Empire if we just let them suffer through that? Sadly, all I can do is pray for everyone's safety. Then you're already doing more than enough. You'll be happy to hear that both Louise and Jake are on their way to a full recovery. Of course, who knows what would have happened were it not for everyone's support. Not to mention how much worse things could have been had Otto not protected us. We must band together and care for each other until this war comes to an end. That is the best way not to let his sacrifice go to waste. I agree. Because this town definitely was Otto's passion. And of course the market. Tableau was kind enough to offer assistance with my stall. With his help, I should be able to get it up and running in no time. Seeing everyone else work so hard gives me feel ashamed of myself for giving in to despair. That ends here though. From this day forward, all my efforts will be focused on restoring my stall. Yeah, and already seeing a few stalls up again, I'm pretty sure they will motivate even more. Right troops, we're just in time for see the Grand Market reopen. Celtic's a town of merchants. There's no same without the Grand Market. Everyone agreed to help out after hearing me go on about it, so aye, things are working out well. It's up to merchants to get this town back to normal, yes! Most of the merchants have left came back, yes! Cannot wait to see how things feel out on out. Keeps being difficult, but I'm trying. Rushed as the work may be, I managed to fix up several stores for now. Fortune seems to be smiling on us too, because a number of merchants who left have come back. Things are bound to work out if we got this many people. I couldn't have asked for a better way to get motivated. Unrelated, but since when did my store spot become Lucy's? Oh well, now's not the time to be concerned about that. Right now we need to focus on getting the Grand Market back in business. Probably because she got even more honey than she ever did, look at that. I brought all the honey I had in storage with me. Keeping stock in storage for emergencies is common sense for merchants, I'll have you know. Just you watch, Duke Alberea, I'll show you what I'm made of. I'm the #1 honey merchant for a reason. By the way, folks, you won't find honey this delicious or nutritious anywhere else. Supreme latte. Well, we'll buy one. Marco had to entrust his store to me due to his injuries. But don't worry, as a merchant of the Grand Market, I'll make sure to have everything sold out soon enough. Of course, I'm not doing this just because I was asked. I want to do what I can to help the Grand Market too. It's our turn to show what brute force isn't enough to stop us merchants. I have to say, I never imagined I'd be running Marco's store for him after what happened back in April. Oh, the goddess works in mysterious ways. Oh, that she definitely does. We have the money, so... I think these are all like unique ones for this location, so might as well buy it.
Alright, troops. That is away taking about the Grand Market and stuff. Some helping mommy out with this tour. I always wanted to give this shot. Just leave gathering the customers to me.
I'm pretty sure she will. Ah, welcome. I can't thank you enough for helping us get the store up and running again. Lyman's been left in charge of running the movement to restore the Grand Market. Which means it's up to me to run the store. Regardless of what the future may bring, we have every intention of staying open for business. This sort of dedication is what it takes to be a merchant of the Grand Market. Yes, and become a legend in the future. Just make sure we have everything, because like I said, there's still like 1 or 2 ingredients we need to make to get a full list of foods when we get back to the Courageous. Alright, I think that's it for the entirety of Keldic. At least I think so. Yes.
Where do you want to go?
A Twin Dragon Bridge. It's taking so much more time than I thought it would, but we are committed. Alright, let's do a little bit of the Twin Dragon Bridge before we call it a day. Oh, I can't believe it. I went out to Garrelia by road to see if it was for real, and sure enough, there was a massive tree over in Crossbell. That's not the end of it though. The damn thing just up and disappeared in a blast of light too. I can't even begin to understand what's going on, but you bet I'll be selling this info. It's all I've got now. Yeah, you're saying you're selling the info, but right now, you told me for free. Orgus, you're a bad merchant. I can't believe I actually witnessed that with my own 2 eyes. Good news, I will be able to pay my tab off by selling this information. Life sure is weird sometimes. Oh hey there, almost all of the armored division troops have left now. I got some crazy intel from Orcus too. Keeping up with everything these days is a struggle. I've kinda lost the will to flee, you know. It's hard to find the will to flee when you don't even know where you'll be safe in the first place. At this point, I'll be satisfied with being able to live to see another day. Bit dramatic, but I do get your point. Any more here? Nope. Yeah, but I do expect it to be quiet because everyone's already gone to Heimdallr, so I'm pretty sure there's only a skeleton crew here. It's only a matter of time of hours until the decisive battle begins. Considering all you've achieved to date, I'm sure you'll be able to contribute it to the success. I will be praying for your success. Thank you very much, and like I said, we'll be successful if it's the last thing that we do. But I am curious though, because like I said, everyone's already gone to the battlefield near Heimdallr. How many will still be here? A handful? Because the commander definitely wouldn't be here. Anyone? Okay, just one. And whoever it is that's in the command center. This is even less than I thought it would be. Understandable, but still. All clear, sir. Lieutenant General Greg is currently leading all units through Trista towards Heimdallr. The time has finally come for them to show the 4th Division's true potential. Twin River Bridge is a temporary base for us. We're preparing to abandon it should worst come to worst. Rather than worrying about that, you should instead focus on your efforts towards Operation Heimdallr. Are you talking about if Calvert attacks from the other side? Let's just hope that that doesn't happen. And in all honesty, I think there's a really slow possibility. Really low. Really. Can we get out? Yes. Because this already is it. I think the proving ground will probably be...
Where do you want to go?
just as little.
Leave it to me.
Yep, they're gone. Oh no, there they are. I can't believe this is actually happening. This is a miracle. A damned miracle. I saw him. I really saw him with my own eyes. No doubt it's Lieutenant General Walter. We were sure he disappeared in the attack that ripped out chunks of the fortress. But I just saw him. He survived? Then where was he all these months? Oh, forget the battle in Heimdallr. This is way more important. Lieutenant General Walter is back. He's come back to us. Oh goddess, thank you so much. Forgive me for speaking badly of you. I haven't forsaken us after all. I never thought I'd see the day. Not in my wildest, happiest dreams. Wait, this is a dream, is it? Please don't let it be a dream. I wonder where he was all this time. Was he in Crossbell, maybe? Where am I? He's awake. Thank Idiot you're alright, sir. All of the 4th Armored Division has been hoping for this day since the day we thought you had left us. Oh, I can't believe you're actually back. Do I really need my eyes checked? Wasn't he supposed to have disappeared when Garrelia Fortress got annihilated? How is he still alive? Well, I wouldn't believe it if I wasn't seeing it happening right in front of us. We don't have much of a choice but to accept the reality of what we see here. But why would he appear now, though? It's been 2 months since the assault that destroyed the fortress. Well, he doesn't seem to be injured either, in spite of everything he must have gone through. Well, I can only speculate on the cause, but this may have something to do with the vanishing of the Azure Tree. Perhaps its miraculous powers being lost resulted in him reappearing somehow. Well, if it's within the realm of possibility, not that we have time to investigate strange theories and hypotheses at the moment. Well, whatever happened, there's not much we can do for him or anyone else by standing around here. We'll just get in the way. For now, let's leave things to the soldier. I'm glad one more person is safe, but the only way we can save everyone is to secure a lasting peace. Indeed. Let's go. And again, so far, every episode we've had a special scene they would have missed. I can't believe my eyes. He's alive. He's really alive. Oh, Idios, thank you so much. Oh, it's you, Arbecker. What's wrong with you? Why are you crying? Oh, no reason, sir. Not at all. I can't stop crying. He seems a little confused, but physically he's completely unharmed. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Does this mean the others who thought died are alive and well too? We need to organize a search party right away. Some of them might still be out there. Well, there's not a really weird jump to make for them. Because we too don't know where he's been. Because it technically could mean that with the blast, with everyone disappearing in it, then now that the tree is gone, they all came back. I wonder. Well, we'll learn when we go play the crossbow games, I'm sure. I've just patrolled the fortress when all of a sudden I found the Lieutenant General lying there. This must be the work of the goddess, it has to be. Maybe she decided to take pity on us, seeing how scared we were even approaching the fortress's ruins. Well, I don't believe in miracles, at least not through the goddess. There has to be some natural explanation for it. And what he said, by disappearing off the tree, he reappears, makes us think it's connected to each other. We just don't know yet how. And like I said, having these little extra scenes pop up by exploring everywhere does motivate you to look even more. Because all these little tidbits just make up for something really amazing. Oh, it sounds like they found the 5th Armored Division former commanding officer. I'm not sure how it all happened, but he must be freezing. I should make him some warm eggnog to drink when he comes to. I guess miracles do happen. The goddess doesn't abandon those who truly believe in her. That's what I think anyway. Stay safe while you're all out there fighting a good fight, okay? Dad keeps saying there's no need to worry. But I'll be here praying to the goddess that my little brother and his friends will be safe. No such thing as too much prayer. Well, we're gonna be fine though. Don't worry about us. Yeah, like she said as well. If it doesn't hurt, it doesn't hurt. Can you imagine if we look around here and suddenly we see people everywhere too? I'm sure that won't happen, but what if? Yeah, there's absolutely no one here. And the tree is gone. No more tree on the horizon. I do wonder why he's back and how that happened. But I guess only time will tell. Alright, I think that's enough for today. We have still plenty of locations to go by, but we'll leave them for next time. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we move further down the map all the way to Legram. See you then. Bye bye.